Hello, IceCap fans. Inside Mile One Center with St. John's head coach Keith McCambridge. I'm Brian Rogers. And, Coach, I got to ask you what it's like as the bench boss of a pro hockey team when the trading deadline is coming up. Leading up to it, is there a little anxiety and worry, especially when you got a great group like you've got and you want to probably keep them intact?
Well, there's a whole bunch of different scenarios. There's scenarios where you look at the type of team you have and sit back and look at what you feel gives you the best possible roster to move forward within the season. And if you have a team that you're pleased with and they play the right way, they have the right type of character, veteran guys and young players involved in that mix, then you obviously look at it a different way. We like this group here. I like all the, as I mentioned, the older players, the leadership they bring. We feel as a group that the younger players are making some real good strides. So when you sit and analyze how things work themselves out yesterday, keeping in mind there's still a week left with regards to the AHL trade deadline, that this group, to be able to keep them intact together within the Jets umbrella here, in my opinion, is a good thing to move forward with. But there's also another side that these players, you got to realize in that room, that they want to play in the National Hockey League. They don't want to play in the American Hockey League. They enjoy being on the ice and everything, but their goal is to play in the best league in the world. So you also want to watch the parent club and see what moves take place up there, whether it's somebody they pick up that pushes somebody down the depth chart here, which is unfortunate whenever players are playing hard and working hard and deserve the opportunity up with the NHL club. So there's different reads, Raj, that come into play there. So overall, ourselves as a group, obviously Winnipeg looked at different options, realized what we have down here, and now a player in John Albert gets the call this morning to go up to Winnipeg with the injury that took place to Mark Scheifele. So you always have to keep in mind that this is a developmental league, and it's our job to provide players to the NHL team above us. So that's the way it always plays itself out. And whatever team is here when things settle down, then that's the team that we coach and the team that we put on the ice. But I do like this group this year. I think that these guys, every day they come to the rink and they work hard, and they've proven that all season long. So as we sit today doing this interview, this group is the one we're moving forward with.
Yeah. Keith, let's go back to last weekend. The Binghamton Senators were the #1 team in the Eastern Conference, 3 overall, the most firepower of any hockey club, at least goals for. They came in and you shut them down. They only scored 2. You must be really proud of your team's effort.
I thought we played well. I thought the first game, I thought we had really good pace to our game. Our execution, our high contact in good areas was in place. I thought the second game, we knew that they're going to come back with a real strong push that always happens in these back-to-back games. And I thought for the most part we were okay. We limited some of their chances and we had breakdowns. Our goaltender was there to make the big saves that we needed, and the saves that might have kicked out where they got second chance opportunities, our guys, our players really took pride and sacrifice in their bodies to block those shots to keep the puck out of the net. So really explosive team offensive-wise with Binghamton. They're a well-constructed team, so we're happy to get the points. There's points, when you look at games there during the season, you look at the one against Manchester when we were unable to get ourselves the 2 points in that game, just getting the shootout loss with the 1 point. And then last game against Binghamton, when you look at the chances, they generated more offensive scoring chances than we did, but at the end of the day, we were able to defend it, be able to keep the lead, and come out with the 4 points.
Yeah, nice to sneak out a 1-0 victory after all the games you won in 7-6 and 6-5 and things like that. I mean, it is nice for the guys to know that they can get that one. And you're right, Mike was dynamite.
Yeah, it's nice to get the shutout. For Hutch, he's played real well for us, and it's nice that the guys are committed to shutting down and playing defense. But from behind the bench, I'll take those 6-1 games in our favor over the tight ones like that. But strong win. We'll take it and move forward here.
I selfishly like the 6-1 games too, because it's a lot of fun calling the goals and such. And ironically, Brendan came back too in the booth, which was cool. And just lastly, Keith, Bridgeport coming in the first of 2 tomorrow night as you continue the homestand. They've gone 7-3 in their last 10 games. Now they get a little dinged up because of the trade deadline and such, but I'm sure your guys and you are very aware that they'll still come hard.
This time of year, every game, teams are playing hard. Every single game that you move forward in, you want to make sure that you're gaining traction and keeping pace with everybody else in the conference. We realize how tight it is. We realize there's still lots of hockey to be played here for the remainder of the season. So we have to build off the way we played at the level we played against Binghamton in the first game, how we defended in the second game, and make sure we're setting the pace, make sure we're doing the details in our game that we've been harping from day one. So they're really, they got a team that has a lot of young legs in Bridgeport. They're a team that they strung together quite a few wins before the last 3 games that they played here. So we have to make sure that we realize they're a dangerous opponent and be at the top level of our game.
Keith, thanks for this so much. With head coach Keith McCambridge inside Mile 1 Center for IceCaps 360, I'm St. John's play-by-play broadcaster Brian Rogers.